Hey guys, Raymond here, and I hope my sound is working better. So let me know in the chat here when you guys get that up and running. In fact, I need to fire up my version of the chat to make sure you guys can hear me. So today is Saturday, which means we are up for another live t-shirt reviews and question and answer Saturday. So what I do with this show is I'm trying to do every week. We will be taking questions from you guys. If you go to ryanaraymond.com/live, I have a form there where you can submit questions and t-shirt reviews. That way you can get in line here. And if you have missed the show this week live, you can make sure you get in line for next week's show. So check that out at ryanaraymond.com/live. So we're going to kind of jump into this here, and while people are getting started, let me just kind of set up here. For those that always want to know and ask, I'm a tier 4,000 seller on Merch by Amazon. I've been doing this just over a year now, going on 13 months. And just like making a channel to help you guys with your accounts and give, tips, advice, whatever's kind of running around, and see what works. So we'll see what we can do for you guys today with some of the questions that have been submitted. So let me just transition this here, and I'll pull up the questions. And I noticed last week that some of the questions may not have gotten answered correctly. And I think there was a little bit of, I missed one. So I'm going to start with the first one here, and I'm just going to let me jump over here into the chat, and we will kind of get started. Not that one, this one. Of course, I have it messed up. Let me edit something here quick on my screen. The glories of live. Was trying to sort out some power issues at my house today or yesterday and killed a bunch of breakers, so everything's reset and I didn't have everything set up. All right, there we go. So the first question I'm pretty sure I missed last week is from Mutaz, and says, do you usually search for your shirts on Amazon to see where they are ranking? And a lot of times in general I don't, and I'm sorry I missed this question last week, so that's why I'm answering this one very first. Do you usually search your t-shirts on Amazon so you can see where they are ranking? I do in incognito mode. So let's see, let me just pull one up here, and we'll jump on Amazon, and let me throw open an incognito window. There we go. We'll transition over. And so let's say the kitty knot shirt we made during the live this week, kitty knot shirt. So since it was kind of a made up word, we wanted to see where we're ranking. And you see right here, we have the top result. There's one result for it. So that's good. But where else did we want to be ranking for? Cat astronaut shirt. And this is probably going to be pretty competitive. The shirt hasn't sold, but we own that term of that made up word kitty knot, which was dumped here in the chat by one of you guys in the community last week. So yeah, I do search to kind of see where they're ranking for different versions of the terms. So because most people aren't going to be searching for all of them, so you can try mixing it up and seeing where you're ranking. But we knew this one was going to be pretty competitive. There's 223 total results. So to answer your question, yes, I do search for my shirts. All right. Let me see what we have for the next ones here. If I missed any others, I think that was the one I missed mostly last week. So we're going to keep running through some more of the questions. All right. The next one is from Bobby, and Bobby asks, are pixabay images safe to use on merch? Well, let's talk about Pixabay, and let's talk about all of these different image sites in general. All right, pixabay.com. So let's say I wanted a cool unicorn vector. All right, I come here. So let's say this is the unicorn vector I wanted to use. So Pixabay license, free for commercial use, no attribution required. So let's always check their license. Our license empowers creators and protects our community. What is allowed? All content on Pixabay can be used for commercial and non-commercial use across print and digital, except in cases what is not allowed. So you can't redistribute or sell someone else's pixabay images or videos, other stock or wallpaper forms. You can't sell unaltered copies of the image. So you can't just take this, print it, and call it good. You have to alter the image. You have to do other things. You can't portray people who are using it in offensive light. Now, every website, this is the one that's important right here. Almost any website that has print on demand licenses has this: don't sell it as an unaltered copy, or sell it as an exact one as a poster print on a physical product. So that means t-shirts. You can't just take this, slap it on there, and call it good. You have to alter the image. You guys are going to hear probably a lot this week. Next week, there's a company going to be making a print on demand announcement. I don't know a lot of the details yet. I will say you'll probably see it from a lot of people, because that company has been reaching out to anyone who makes videos and other things to help with this announcement that they haven't released the full details on yet. So just be aware, that's coming around this week, and I'll probably talk about it based on my initial conversations. I'm not sure how I feel about the new product launch for this pretty well-known company for selling graphic images. So we'll keep that little teaser out there, and we'll talk about that in another video, because I want to talk about licenses, different companies I've used for purchasing and things like that, and I think that could end up being a really long video. But the important thing is always check the license agreement on whatever website you're looking to make a purchase from. That is the most important thing. So check that there. The US Voter Project is texting me. Awesome. So let's see here. Let me check. We'll get to the next question here. The next question: can you make a video on how to check if keywords has a trademark or not? So let me just talk about this. So the best way to check for trademarks is you want to just type in TESS into Google, and you're going to go for the PTO trademark and search office. Now, the one you're really going to be mostly wanting to look for is the basic word mark search, and we're wanting to look for live is what you're really wanting to be looking for, plural and singular versions of it. So let's just talk about, I don't know, there are lots of resources out there. The best resources I know of is the Trademark Watchdogs group is doing by far the most work I know of on looking for trademarks and what's coming up. But you can just come in here, and let's say we wanted to, here's one that I know is coming up because there's a big trending shirt about it: don't tread on me. All right, so don't tread on me. See, these ones here are word marks that have been filed. Let me just grab exact copies of it. Then we have these live versions. So let's see what products these are listed for. 03, we're not worried about sanitary towels. This is class 24. This is flags. Class 13, firearms and handguards. Class 16 is metal keychains. This one's alcoholic beverages. This one is looks like an actual design mark for alcoholic beverages. This one is shirts and socks. And in my opinion, this is a BS trademark. It should have never been granted, but it's been there and it's been enforced for quite a while. So I know people have been coming after this one here after the recent controversy around this particular celebrity was caught wearing this shirt. So that's the best way to go, is look through these, find your trade class mark, and search for it. There are some extensions that help narrow down to just class 25, so you're only looking in the classes you care about. And maybe I'll do a video on one of those one day, a little bit more in depth. But basically, you come here. Now, the other thing you have to remember, so let's say we came in here, and let me go back to the search. So let's say we were trying to find something. You guys, so Halloween is coming up, and everyone somehow screws this one up. So you might come in here and you might say hocus pocus. All right, so there's a bunch of registrations here. T-shirts. Let me just check if any of these are T-shirts. If any of these are in as T-shirts, I'll be quite surprised unless they're like Disney. So that's a fireworks, bakery goods, software, carpet cleaner, bicycles, 16. So you might come in here and you might say, hey, there isn't any for T-shirts. That means it's safe, right? Well, here's another simple thing to do. Go to Google and type in Hocus Pocus. All right, the first thing that comes up is going to be a movie. And basically the reason anyone's going to be doing this at Halloween is because of this movie. So this includes Sanderson Sisters, Binks the Cat, all these things that always pop up at Halloween that people infringe on because there's a TV network that literally will like play this movie every day for 30 days. So don't get mixing up here in this. You know, Google and trademark searches are your friend. Look for what's coming up and use common sense around it. All right, next question. Let's see. When you first make a design for a small micro niche, how many designs do you first put up to test to see if it's a good niche? So it kind of depends. Is there search results in it already? That's kind of important. So is there already search results for the shirts, or is there going to be some competition? So if you go in there and there's absolutely nothing and you have no sales demand, you're going to have to mix it up. You're going to have to, just putting up one is probably not going to be your best bet. I would maybe try 10 designs and put them on a few different products to start testing the waters and see what's going to work. If there's already some demand in there, you definitely are going to need to figure out how you're going to stand out and then take it over. If there's already some demand in there, go, put up 400 design listings in there, make 100 and put up it on, 4 products each, test them out, mix them up, however you want to do it. I attacked a niche that's heavily competitive here last month, and I'm starting to get some sales into it now 3 weeks later. But I put up 440 listings into that niche. I listed on every product. So at the time, I think it was around 40 or 50 designs. It was pretty competitive, and I made all sorts of different ones. So that would kind of be my best recommendation on trying that out. All right, the next question we had here. What are your thoughts about the designs on the front and back of T-shirts? Do you sell any? Are they worth the extra cost? How do you identify the shirt as having 2 sides in the listing? The only front and back shirts I've ever sold were for a local business. They asked me for their logo on the front and names of the staff on the back. They each wanted it kind of like a jersey is what they were thinking. So that's what I made for them on merch, and they really did like that. I've sold some back of shirts, and let me just look here at let me just do a quick analytics here into Pretty Merch. We'll jump in here in a second and I'll just check something. So I am going to blur this out, and I'm in the Pretty Merch Pro analytics here. I am blurred out, but I am going to look for the terms. Back of shirt. So it didn't come up back. It can't find it because I have them blurred out. Let me see if I can unblur them and then find it. So back of. So like on this one here, this was a Betsy Ross flag one here. This is a shirt that's sold on the back. Distressed Betsy Ross America flag, back of premium T-shirt. So all I did was to differentiate it. At the title, I wrote back of. I wanted it to be a searchable item there, and that's how I did that. What did I do? I screwed up my other chat here somehow. There we go. Let me just fix this. It's clicking buttons and moving things around. It's never a good idea. Okay. So anyway, that's how I differentiate it. And then I also put it down in the description. and right here, get your Betsy Ross flag, back of shirt design today. So that's how I differentiated my back of shirts. I've tried it on both sides. I've said back and front. I just haven't found anything that seems to work with that. I've done like small logos up on the chest pocket with something bigger on the back, but the display image is always going to be the front if you have it on the front. So that's something important to remember. Let me see what else we have here for another question. And the next one, what's the best way to get out of tier 500? I'm selling slowly. I would love to be tier 1000 by Q4. If you're just selling slowly, I would ask yourself, how many niches are you in and how many niches are you selling in? And at this point, I would start eliminating the niches that you're not currently selling in and start kind of focusing on evergreen things that are... I've got a 1-year-old son and a 3-year-old daughter, and it's Saturday and they're wide awake, so we're gonna have to go outside and play here in a little bit, it sounds like. So back to your question, selling slowly, I would start refocusing in on niches that you're selling and start fattening them up. Don't just make the same shirt over and over again, but reattack the same things that are working with that and start repeating it across other things. So let me mark these things as red here that we just went through, and we're gonna get through a few of these. Just marking up my sheet, and then I'm gonna filter this so I'm not going back through and re-answering things, because now we're gonna get to t-shirt reviews. I think that's everyone's favorite part of why you guys are really here. I do like the question and answers. I think that they help people quite a bit, but I think everyone really likes the t-shirt reviews. So answered is unmarked. There we go. So it looks like I've got 10 listings to go through today, so we're just gonna pop over here with the first one. All right, so we have, people say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day. I like the colors. I think it could be maybe be a little bit wider. I don't know. It's it works good on those colors. The blue's good. The white's good. I think you probably could have done better with navy. I don't sell a lot of whites or the heather grays. The cranberry's a good choice, I think. But I think maybe a dark heather or heather blue might have been some better choices right here for these two colors when you can only pick 5. It's just based on what my sales say. All right, so lazy people do nothing every day. Funny gift t-shirt. So I like the word, I like funny gift in there. Funny gift is good up here. I don't know if it's always the best. Sometimes it's better to put it down here. I've been finding I put it up here if I'm not sure what else I want to put in the listing. Lazy people achievement. Nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day. Social funny joke. Quote is a great troll gift for every lazy dude and slacker. I get you mixed in some good keywords here. I think that'll be good. This lazy people gag shirt is an awesome, inspirational, and motivational for the slacker in all of us. Or demotivational. I don't know. I don't think you did too bad here. How long has this guy been up? April 23rd. All right, so let's think about these search results here. Lazy people shirt. What comes up? So we got 443 results. And am I searching in the wrong category? No, looks right. Okay. So these are all kind of just like lazy hoodies. So once again, we're kind of seeing what Amazon's showing. One good way to kind of filter out all the things that are on here is you just turn on Prime. That brings it down to 423. Trying to figure out how we're gonna rank here. Let's do incognito mode. I think that's important to be doing too. I should really be doing that with you guys. All right, shirt for lazy people. Lazy people shirts. All right. So these ones here have mashups. Like right here, this top result. I don't like morning people. I like cats. That's probably sponsored there. Well, I'm in incognito mode. This one has a mashup with a sloth. So once again, sloth. I don't know how many of these are really getting ranked up here just for lazy. I think to get up there, you're going to need to kind of niche it down a little bit more, and that's still being specific. I did a good video the other day about kind of validating some of these keywords. Lazy is entirely applicable, but we got to figure out what are people searching for. Lazy person shirt, and then maybe we'll add in gift. So that narrowed down to 197. The other thing is, what was your quote here? Let me look at your quote. People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day. I would definitely make sure that is somewhere in here. Like let's see if that's even being searched for. People say nothing. Look at that. They're actually searching for that phrase. And I bet you don't even rank for the phrase in here. You don't. You should be right on top of these results. If it's a suggested search result from Amazon and you don't have it, and it's the phrase on your shirt and you don't have it in your bullet points, you're probably gonna struggle very hard here, especially if you add shirt. There's only 20 results. There's only 20 results total of all listings, and you're not in them because you don't have the primary search term. That's your biggest problem with that listing. Get the phrase into the listing. Okay, we'll move on to the next one. Cat lover, relax, napping, sleeping t-shirt. Cat lover, relax. The cat's really hard to read there. It's really kind of hard to see it there. That I don't know that that's a cat, especially in the search results. I think you're really begging for people to click, and I don't know if the font really matches cat lover. It's more like a modern style thing with the laying down L. Relax is probably your bigger word here. Relax, napping, sleeping. It's kind of hard to tell that this is about napping or sleeping. Is it about relaxing? Or because the cat, I can't tell that the cat's sleeping, and I can't really see the cat. Don't forget to take it easy and relax like your favorite cat. That spelling of favorite, technically correct, not commonly used in the US. It's a good idea to spend time relaxing with your cats because it calms them, and most cat owners know that these beautiful purring sounds and that soft warm fur is pretty calming for you too. Yeah, I think you're hitting some of the things here. I just don't think that there's enough cat here to really sell it to cat lovers. Like, relax cat shirt. So 2,000 results. And the cats are always a lot more prominent. The graphic is, I think it just doesn't sell well on, I mean, you're here, you're ranking. Just look at like what you're competing against though. This is a very minimalist style design, whereas these all, I mean, you popped up on the search results. That means you're getting impressions for search to terms that you're targeting. You're targeting relax and you're targeting cat shirt. So if you mix them both together, you are ranking, but are you standing out compared to your competition? And I'm going to have to say no. It just doesn't pop out compared to what you're looking at. You know, maybe a bigger cat like sleeping underneath might be better, or something like that. I do see a question in the chat. I would say if you can, submit that into the RyanARaymond.com/live. I want to make sure I get to the people that have asked questions over the last week first. So that link is RyanARaymond.com/live. All right. Okay, so this next t-shirt is Wander Hiking Camping World Travel Lover Gift t-shirt. I haven't had a whole lot of luck with word clouds myself. I think this one is good. I like it. I like the font choice. I like the big words you chose there. Explore, adventure, go travel, wonder, journey, see, trip, hike. I think those are good. Map pin shaped word cloud design to inspire travel, exploration, wander, hiking, trekking, camping, wanderlust, and the nomad, outdoor lifestyle. So you're basically hoping you're going to be ranking for each of these. I wonder if it wouldn't be better to... Is there a map pin shirt search term? Is people looking for that? Is there demand? I don't know. I think it's a good new idea. I don't think that there's a lot of demand out there for it, so you're gonna have to try and rank for a few other things. Wander, hiking, camping, world travel lover gift. This just doesn't read. I think you need to try and do something more like describing exactly what this is. This is like a phone pin map for travelers or something like that. I think you need to get more of describing what this design is than just 1, 2, 3, 7 keywords that don't make a sentence in the title. I think you need to work on some of your natural words here, and work on this title a little bit, because right now it's just keyword vomit tossed into a title. I would do something more like map pin graphic made with word cloud for travelers or people who enjoy traveling or vacationing, types of those things. I think that's kind of how I would rework this listing. All right. Let's pop open the next listing. All right. Men's cloud computing, cloud coding web developer with funny tech humor quote. So let's see here. So once again, your main feature is if your code doesn't work, simply change nothing and run it again. And I don't see that anywhere in your listing. If your code doesn't work, simply change nothing and run it again. That needs to be somewhere in your bullets. You're going to be, I know it's a new, so you're probably making up a new phrase here, which is awesome, but you need to include it in, at least in the bullet points, to be found. Men's cloud computing web developer with funny tech humor quote shirt. So you have capitalize, 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 capital, capital, small letter, capital, small, 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 small. Get some uniformity in there. I don't know what this word is. Aligo. Aligo. I don't know what word that is in your brand. Tech humor programming. What are the things in here? So funny programmer. Look at this one right here. Funny programmer t-shirt dash codeworks y meme. Look at that search term right here. That needs to be, I would almost make this your title right there. That's probably going to be this suggested search result, or make your title out of these words. The funny programmer t-shirt, codeworks y meme. So I think you're kind of implying you're going after the meme, and I think you're hitting it a different way than everyone else. So that's the search term I would probably be looking for. And you can look for some other things in here. Funny programmer t-shirt. But yeah, that's literally it. Funny programmer t-shirt or funny programmer t-shirt, code works Y meme. I would pretty much just make that your title. Would probably be your best bet, as long as this you're not trademarking on it or anything. I don't know anything about this meme, but I would say that's probably going to be your best bet to rank for where there's search terms. Look at what people are typing in and definitely try incorporating that into your title. So you made a new phrase. What are people currently searching for that you can insert your search into their search results that it's going to rank for and is relevant? That's kind of the biggest thing there. You made a new term and you need to find a way to get it to rank. All right, let's look at the next t-shirt. Mother in late 40s, MILF. Okay, probably, let's see, MILF t-shirt for awesome moms in late 40s. Jest your children or guests with this whimsical Épater les bourgeoisie design. I don't know. Huh? Okay, gay gift is good. Funny Mother Day gift. Most kids aren't buying this for mom on Mother's Day. Because mother in late 40s does not mean what MILF means to most people. Just saying, that's not, I don't think the design matches what MILF stands for. So if you're thinking it's just mother in late 40s and that's how you're putting in here, I mean, you can do profanity on merch now. Just call it what it is and target the right audience. Don't try and go around it. I mean, you can just say it's a whatever the right words are here. You can say it's mother I'd like to fuck and just put it in there. Target the right audience and you're gonna get a better result. Don't try and sneak this in as a whimsical thing that's going to entertain guests. Call it what it is. Don't dress it up and try and get around things, because all you're doing is hurting your search results, because someone who's going to look for a MILF shirt knows what they're looking for. They're not waiting for you to like bring it around in a cute, whimsical way. Hit the audience. You missed the target. All right, next one. Pink flamingo pocket gift t-shirt. Okay. I think the pocket is way too low. Way too low. If you're going to be doing pocket tees, fake pockets, check out some. I haven't done any. Order some. Figure out where they're printing that pocket, because that looks way too low on this shirt. That's the first thing that stands out to me. It should be up here. Like, it should be significant, almost twice as high as it is, because your design is sitting too low. When you're doing this, guys, think about the placement on the tee. You really want to be pushing that design kind of towards the top of the t-shirt. Funny pink flamingo pocket shirt gift t-shirt. I think that's exactly pretty much the terms you want to do. Maybe watercolor. They look like watercolor flamingos to me. Maybe watercolor might be a better name there. I think you could have hit that a little bit more. You disagree with me on the MILF shirt, a different meaning to MILF. MILF meaning. Mom I'd like to fuck, or mature I'd like to fuck. That's the commonly accepted terms for MILF. Mother in late 40s is not the commonly searched for version of MILF. So you can disagree. I disagree with you. Okay. It's my opinion. It doesn't mean I'm right, but I think I am on that one. All right, so back to the pink flamingos. Yeah, I think that kind of hit it well. Are you a flamingo lover? And if you believe flamingo is your spirit animal, this funny pink flamingo shirt pocket is a perfect gift for you. Make this pink flamingo shirt pocket apparel as a gift to any flamingo lover you know. Yeah, it's a play on the term. I just don't think that someone's gonna think it's cute and get on there without it saying mother in late 40s on the shirt. Yeah, Tony, that's what I'm trying to say. You can make it mother in late 40s, and everyone else is going to think it's the other thing. So unless you say mother in late 40s on the shirt, it's never going to be understood as anything else in the culture. So that's really important. You got to understand who the audience is and what they are going to think the shirt means. Unless you explicitly show them it's something else. Putting it in the description that it means something else isn't going to help that. So back to this flamingo shirt. So I've tried quite a few flamingo shirts. What are we looking at? Flamingo pocket shirt. See, the placement up here is just better. Look how much higher that is on the design compared to where you were at. Mini pink flamingo shirt pocket, rose feather, gold. So someone really tried hard there to get around rose gold. Yeah, I think the biggest one with that flamingo shirt is your placement feels way too low with this one flying away. Maybe make the flamingo flying down and around. I don't think you're doing bad with your keywords. I think the design just doesn't quite hit the mark right there. All right, we'll go on to the next one. Claw machine crane game enthusiast alien gift. Want to play a game. Okay. Let's see here. Want to play a game, funny alien claw machine design. Are you a claw machine enthusiast or know someone who is? This funny design will appeal to all fans of crane games. I like it. I think you did good. I think you're hitting claw game enthusiasts. You're hitting your target audience specifically, mixing it in with aliens, so a slight cross niche there. What claw game enthusiast shirt? So just one more time. There's just not a lot of demand here. You're ranking. You're nailing your ranking. I think that it just may not be that big of a niche. It looks like people are hitting it, and I think if you guys found these ideas through doing my niche research and stuff like that, I think it's just one of those ones you're just gonna have to wait it out. Maybe you'll get that one movie or not. So let's see here. Want to play a game? Someone says, do you think that phrase would conflict with the movie Saw? They used, do you want to play a game phrase? I don't think you're targeting Saw at all. I don't think that they can just claim every line in their movie. You didn't remarket this towards Saw fans. You didn't make this a shirt about that movie. I think you're okay. So there we go. I would say, yep, I think you're doing good with this one, but I would, yeah, you're probably just gonna, this one's gonna be a long game. This is one of those where you're kind of creating the new niche. So you might have to go out and just find some other terms. Go join their community. And yeah, so like go join arcade communities, go join, like jump on Facebook. Kids, gotta love them here. So let's look at the groups here. Claw machine groups. So like I would go look for groups on Facebook. So 717 members in here. Claw machine masters, 116 claw machine players. So like I would go join this group and just go interact with them, start learning their community, spend some time with them, and you'll come up by just hanging out with them. Maybe you'll learn you like claw machines a lot. Number two, you'll make some friends in there. Actually go in there and tell them what you're interested in learning about, that you're not looking to sell. They may invite you to sell t-shirts to them, but go join a few groups, spend some time learning about that niche, because it's not being met on Amazon clearly, but I think there's opportunity to jump in there and go learn about the niche, because just making one, they may look at it and be like, I don't like that. It may be offensive to their community. There could be a problem with it. You never really know. So definitely go check out their community, and maybe you'll get to post links to their shirts and you'll get it to start ranking that way, if you ask nicely and contribute to their community. All right, looking at the next question here. Smell that? That's the outside, period. I think the period is unneeded there. I think it shifts the design over and looks unbalanced. That's the one thing that jumps out to me there. I like the design. I'm not sure if the bright green's really the right choice. Maybe a darker green might work well for it. What are your color choices? You did black, royal blue, brown, heather blue, and purple. I think you missed out by not using navy and dark heather. Those are two that I would have chosen here. You might want to try some different color choices. Brown's not a very big seller for me. The heather blue is lower, and purple's hit or miss one. I think it works well, but if you're still using the standard uploader, I would pick a few more. I would go for more top color sellers in this niche. So funny camping t-shirt with sayings. This is one I would probably try getting the phrase into the design. And once again, you don't have the phrase in your bullets either. So smell that. Smell that shirt. What comes up? Yeah, so it's not in, people aren't really searching for this one yet, so I wouldn't necessarily want to, you could put it directly in the title and then support it with keywords or get it in the bullets, but you're doing a bunch of words about hiking and camping, but you didn't do anything that describes the design. Amazon doesn't know what the design is, so tell them the phrase that's on it, that it's got a graphic with a teepee, tent, trees, green, and brown colors for people who like the outdoors. That is really how I would try getting into this one. Okay, I like the shirt though. I think you did a great job with it. I stand with Island. Make America human again. Island Omar. So support Island Omar from Minnesota. I stand with Island Omar. So basically you are jumping into the election 2020. I haven't been following it as much. Now with these, you guys got to remember, just because they're running, if once they get out of office, all these shirts will have to be taken down because they are no longer public servants. So if any of these people don't win re-elections, those sort of things is when you can have some trouble. So I would say be very careful. Watch these, because if it comes down, 2 years later and they get pushed out of office, from my understanding, then they then begin to retain their name and usage rights here. So you will have trouble with it in the future. I've kind of avoided some of the political ones, especially people who aren't elected yet, because it's a little bit of a weird thing, and I don't want to go into details on it because I've got some up, but I don't have a lot, and I'm not quite sure on all the rules on playing in this political field here yet, because you can't imply that you're giving anything to the campaign, those sort of things. So it could be interesting to see how it goes out, but I think your design's good. I think your design may not be hitting. When I looked at it, it really feels like you're targeting the Trump wording of the election niche, but you're hitting a very liberal candidate. So remember the audience. Your design felt, to me, your design feels very much bold, strong, which is good. But it also has the Make America Human Again portion here, which brings nuances to just making fun of the Trump campaign. And I just don't think it quite hits the liberal, touchy-feely portions that you're going to go in there. This is why I don't like talking politics live. All right, we're going to move on. All right, I Don't Neal, USA's luckiest nation to born in. What? Huh? All right. So what do we got going on here? Dont Neal USA's luckiest nation to born in. Huh? And you got 3 5-star reviews. I need to see these reviews. Okay, none of these are verified reviews. Did you go review your own shirt a bunch of times? This product good. This good product, my comrades agree, is groovy look as. Agree. Dude, you're asking for a lot of trouble writing fake reviews for your design. You're asking for a ton of trouble putting fake reviews in there. And this isn't even proper English. You gotta work on just grammar. So let me see here. I saw a question in chat. Brian, so you've been taking different various elements from FreePick and combining them. Keep that in mind, Brian, that on FreePick, you can't just take 10 FreePick images, mix them together, unchanged, and then call it a new image. You have to add your own stuff into it. Be careful. Make sure you read that license on FreePick. And we'll be talking about licenses later this week a little bit more. So yeah, dude, like, you're just asking to get your account shut down. Go delete your fake reviews. Delete this shirt. You can't read it. It's not proper English. So Dont Neal, the USA is the luckiest nation to be born in, might be better. Yeah, they're fake reviews. They're not even actual purchases. It shows that they're not verified purchases. Amazon's policy is anybody can leave a review on any product. You just can't leave reviews on your own. Yeah, okay, good. As long as you're changing up colors and adding other stuff, good. I just wanted to make sure you weren't just like saying, I'm going to grab 5 unicorns, put them in a row and be like, here's the unicorn squad or something like that. They've got some stuff on that. And like I said, there's another POD coming out later this week that I wanted to talk to you guys about. We'll get into that later. That, I believe, has answered all of the questions for this week. So it took us about 50 minutes. In the next week, guys, go to RyanARaymond.com/live. I'll show you guys what the form looks like. It's really simple. You're going to go to RyanARaymond.com/live. And right here, you're just going to... I just want to know a name. You can pick a question. Is it a general question or a t-shirt listing review request? You just put in the question URL. I don't have an email list, but if you want to submit an email in here, it's not required to fill out the form. I don't know. I'll get an email list going of some sort, let you guys know when I'm going live or any news and stuff like that. But let's see if there's any questions on here that I missed. So, hey, Ryan, please, I want to make a new design with a new quote. How can I choose the keywords even if there is no research for it, but big niche? So, like I was saying earlier, definitely take that phrase, put it down in the lower, into your bullets then at least, and then start targeting where some of the other higher demand search phrases are for that niche. Any other in the chat I'm looking at here? It looks like Facebook is not pushing messages through. I'm just going to pop open here on my phone and check and make sure I haven't missed any messages, because it's been doing that a lot lately, and especially if you're just watching in the group, I think it hasn't been coming through. So let me just go check my comments, make sure. Okay, no comments there. And that might be why none were coming through. All right, I think we got pretty much all of them here. Yep. Okay, looks like most of you guys are on YouTube. So what else can I do for you guys today? Otherwise, I'm gonna go hang out with these kids that have been yelling for some attention in the back. So with that said, guys, I'll talk to you guys next Saturday with another t-shirt reviews and questions, and I'll be going live as always throughout the week. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow.